It's a life or death escape game worth $45.6 billion in prize money, where everyone stands in the center of a revolving stage and waits for the organizers to announce the numbers. Within 30 seconds, they have to follow the numbers to find the room where their partner will enter. If you don't find your partner, you'll end up dead. Although this game sounds very simple, but in reality it is very test of humanity. The reason is that only when each player is eliminated, their share of the prize money will be stacked together. At this point, number 456 Young Jae tells his 5 teammates to look for others as soon as they exceed 5. But the man on the sidelines is worried that they won't be able to come together in one piece if the number 3 or 4 comes up. However, they didn't know what number would come up, so they decided to wait and see what would happen. Soon everyone was placed in the center of the stage and began to rotate counterclockwise. At that moment, the stage suddenly stopped and the organizers announced the number 10, causing chaos and frantic questions about how many members were in each other's groups. As the 30-second countdown came to an end, several people rushed to gather the corresponding number of people into the room, while those who didn't have time to find their teams were immediately cleared. And for the second time, the organizers broadcast the number 4, causing a disagreement. Because in the previous round of the game, they were all teams of 5, there was bound to be one more person. 230 decisively kicked 256 out. At this point, number 1 of Young Jae's team realized that there was one more person and went to look for the other members of the team who had gotten out of the room, and seeing that there was not much time left, Young Jae hurriedly dragged the remaining 3 teammates into the room. There are only 3 members in room 33, and they think they can fool the game's vision, but soon the room's surveillance finds them and arranges for a gunman to come and eliminate the 3 people. As the gunshots outside ended, the red liquid from the scene had stained the entire floor of the stage. Luckily, number 1 found the rest of the group and survived. However, when it came to the third round of the game, the organizer announced the number 3, and the original team of 4 could only be forced to split into 2 groups of 2, and then to look for another single player, while Purple Hair is still using the elimination mechanism to find a teammate in the team of 4 who can be betrayed to save themselves. Just then, the mother and son of number 07 were looking for a member when their son was forcibly pulled away by the other 2, but fortunately, Young Jae and number 1 found the old lady's position in time and formed a team with him to enter the room. And as the game rounds went on, more and more players started to get eliminated. In the 4th round, the organizer announces the number 6 and 120 is about to enter the room with his team members when his sister, who was running at the end, is knocked to the ground. The countdown was about to end when suddenly a man barged in and took her place.
언니! 영비야! 영비야! 영비야!